Hello everyone and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Today we're playing in NeoBurgh and we've been slowly preparing everything over here to move over to using the trains. So for example, where we have this line which was picking up crude oil here and delivering oil up to the plastic factory, we now have the tank car line which delivers crude oil and then takes oil up to here. It can also connect to the fuel line, so we can bring fuel back through. So that's this train station connecting there. We've also connected up the goods factory via a flat car with side stakes, and also a box car which goes through and now goes up to the plastic factory to bring back plastic. So that means that lines like this, where we've set up the crude oil and what have you, can be made redundant. They can be removed. So we can remove these slowly and remove their infrastructure because it costs us money to keep these around. So let's just go ahead and remove those bits out. We no longer need that. So we can remove that stuff. This line, again, is no longer needed. It can be removed. And we can also remove this section down here. Because it will be going by train now, rather than truck. Same with over here. These aren't being used. They can be gotten rid of. We could potentially even get rid of this road here. Excuse me. We are connecting these together via the road, so we will need to keep those there. But all in all, it's a lot less stuff going through, so that's quite good. So we're getting closer and closer towards actually hit and play and hopefully not losing the game because we don't make enough money. That's the hope, at least. I wonder whether if we connect this through, whether it would actually connect up to the train station here. We last time connected through down to here using the line here. I'll make it a little bit more vivid so you can see it. Comes through here. So that should connect up this outer train station to the inner train station, which actually connects to Kesgrave and Maplethorpe and Sutton. So that's good. It means that hopefully we can connect stuff through a little bit easier. We should probably set up a few lines around here to pull in these additional resources to the train station here, because that can be more stuff that comes through this line to where it needs to go. So that's something that we can look at. In fact, we haven't put it. Oh, excuse me, sorry. We haven't put in the building again, so let's just do that on either side because we may well take the planks down to this side. Makes good use of the other side of the train station, so we can probably do that quite easily, but we won't just for now. So yeah, we're getting closer and closer to actually putting all of our train lines on. We just need to actually connect this up here, which is something that we haven't done yet. So that connects to there now. I think it's perfectly fine to have a road line here. Although admittedly I'd prefer to connect this in to the train station down here. However, I don't want to spend too much money on that just for the time being. What I'd quite like to do is actually keep an eye on things and see where we could potentially save more money. So where we've removed certain necessities, such as this line here, we could potentially remove it. And then that will allow us to remove out this harbour. Then we can just extend this a little bit further. Hopefully it doesn't change things up too much. But yeah, we've got a lot going on through this area, and hopefully it should mean that the train lines that are not making a whole load of money start to bring through goods, food, and all the other materials that need to come up this way, so that we can actually make more money off of those lines. Because the reason that they're not they haven't made money up till now is because they're just going between here and here, whereas they're having to go all the way around the map before they're actually able to pick up anything else and drop it off again. So it's been impacting that, how much money it's been making. So we've got these crude oil lines here. All in all, it should be working relatively well. It's almost a bit of a shame that we haven't got a connection down here to the oil, the chemical plant and the oil refinery, because that could very well use that same line to connect in down here. We could do a circular line down there, and that could be a good option. But for now, let's just focus on what we've got in front of us and what we're doing here. So I'd quite like to put in these lines here. I'm just gonna use a 20 meter here. So hopefully this will bring through grain to the factories that need it. And then we'll connect this side up as well. So this will be a line which brings in grain to the harbours down here. I don't know whether we've got a second stop there actually. There we go. Where is this? Oh, didn't mean to do that. So that's number something. But where is this? This is Swindon and Ilkeston. Just going to call it Littlehampton because it's where it delivers to. It's going to need more than 10. I know it will, but I don't want to spend too much money on the line for the time being. So we'll just leave it as it is. Is there anywhere other than there where we can't really do anything about it, unfortunately? Where it could use... It really shouldn't be going out this way. Don't do that, Littlehampton. Anywhere else where it should be pretty much... Upgraded road. No, I think that should be fine. Okay. Is there anything else that we need to alter or adapt? It's a shame we haven't set up this area out here. I'd really like to have, but I don't think we've got enough money for it now, even though we've got 265 million. I just want to keep an eye on things out this way because they're further away from where most of the cargo is being created and what have you. For example, these goods can send to some of these other cities: Coulsdon, Swindon, Winsford, Dover, Loughton. Tring wants them, and Southwold, so it can connect through this way down to there. So it's a good little connection up this way. We just need to make sure that we are utilizing it to its fullest before we hit play and potentially can't do anything, just in case all that money goes, because those lines are quite expensive. About 100 million a year. So hopefully they do start to make more of a profit. Otherwise we might have to reassess the situation. And see what else we can do. I really do think that this needs to be a separate line. So I might just separate it out. So we've got 3, 5, 1. So after number 1, and number 6. There we go. That should work fine. We then just need a gondola line going between here and here. So this one would be number 7. It can go to number 8, but it would be loading up on these two and then unloading at this end. Oh, potentially loading as well. Because it's got to pick up from there. So this line might actually make quite a lot of money. Didn't we have 2 gondola trains on this one? Yeah, I don't know whether it's needed. Put that one on number 1. So if we take the gondola Coulsdon, is that the line? No. This one's different, isn't it? Alfred. And then how many are there? 7. Whoops. There we go. So hopefully that should bring through the coal and ore that wasn't able to make it down there, and transport it to where it's needed. It's a real shame because, quite frankly, this line could do with more trains on it, because over here it's struggling. And it's struggling because it's not actually shifting enough of the stuff to where it needs to go. So where are these two going to? There. How was it going there before? Must have been going via a connection that wasn't there that is now. Anyway. So is there any other redundant lines that we no longer need? This up here is pretty busy. So we could do with another one of them. Is this getting everything that it needs? How is it getting sent stuff from Burgh Marsh there? Is it literally just coming through from the trains? It must be. Wow, that's pretty nuts. Is this line needed anymore? Potentially not if we got the gondola line set up. Go on to the gondola for Coulsdon line. Oh, okay. That needs to go back to the station here, back to the depot, sorry, and then it can go onto it. So the gondola for Coulsdon. Clicked on the wrong one. That one. It just fills up down here, does it? Goes up there. Yeah. So literally all it does is run stone up there. However, up till now, we haven't had a connection up there for stone, but where are we? Over here, we've now connected in this gondola line, which should mean that we start to see stone coming through on these train lines through, which will be good. Cool. Yeah. It's tempting to hit play and see what happens. It really is. I think what I'll do is I will save it and then we'll see how it goes. So let's give that a try. So I'll do something like this. And then we'll hit play. When that train gets into the station, we need to put it back onto the Coulsdon line, because then it should start bringing through stone from that line, which would be good. While we're playing this, we should probably keep an eye on things that aren't making money, such as this line, interestingly enough. So why is this not making money anymore? It's probably because it's going elsewhere, which is interesting. So we could probably get rid of some of these if we made them go back to the depot. Unable to find a path. Alright, let's just pause it for a second. So what's this train doing? It's trying to go to there, but we've actually swapped it around now so that it can't. So we need you to go down to this one. Let's see how that does. Did that one not go through this station? It should have. Where's this one going? Mill Road. There. Oh no. Go down to... Yes, go down to there. That's where we want you. Ooh, that was a close one. I thought that was going to go all the way around the entire map then. So we've got these vehicles coming out here. We no longer need this, do we? So we can get rid of those. We don't need that. So that can go. These all tank cars? They are, aren't they? Does this line even need tank cars anymore? Because I don't think we actually take anything out that way using these tank cars. So if we can somehow get them to go back to the depot, that could save us a lot of money and reduce the expense of that line. It looks like we might have stuff going out that way, but not fuel, not oil, I don't think. Yeah. Head to depot as well. This somehow made money recently. 18 million of it. Ah, isn't it coming down here from these? That might be it. I forgot about that. Right, don't go to NeoBurgh. Go to the other one. So we're very quickly going through our money. We've almost spent a whole 100 mil this year. So we need to start making more money off of these lines, otherwise we're going to go bankrupt. Oh really? Our stone line is not making us money. That should start to make money, surely, because it's going to be coming down this way and going out from there. Or is it simply because this area down here doesn't need as much stone anymore? So it's bringing it through this way and doesn't necessarily need to. There is quite a few trains on this one. So we could potentially, let's just sell them. We can always get more if we need them. Same with these. Sell these, recoup the cost a little bit. Before we can't, I'm going to put a no one-way stop there, so that trains start to make their way through a little bit easier. The Ilkeston line. Oh, they're going on from there. Oh, that's a bit of a nightmare to try and get through from. Truth be told, we don't need any boxcars to be picking up from here anymore, because I don't think there's anything, because that would have been going over via the river. So number 6 and number 2 can be removed and it can just flow through. Also, that bricks, that line is no longer needed. Because it now goes the other way here into the lines through here. So that's working quite well. We've got these starting to make their way through. Right, what else can we improve? I mean, we've just removed trains from these most expensive lines. In fact, I'm tempted to just remove this one as well. I dare not, just in case we need it, but I don't think we do. Where else can we make savings? This line is quite expensive, but then again, we've literally just put that in. So it might be a little bit of time before that one starts to make money. So I'm not too worried about that one. The crude oil line for Ilkeston. Again, we've just put that line in. it's going to take a little bit of time before it starts to make money. Somehow it's made like 57k, like the smallest amount. Oh, it's because these aren't really sending anything. I see, so the trains are going to be quite empty. Oh, that sucks. But it shouldn't take too long before it starts to make money, hopefully. The Coulsdon line wasn't making money because we weren't bringing stone down here, but now we can. So that can start to make money. It's probably also partly because it's mostly coming through from this line. So if we were confident enough, we could very well just remove this because the train station would do everything that it needs for that. However, I don't necessarily want to remove the train line there, or the vehicle line here. And it is making a fair amount of money. So we'll leave the train line running so that it can actually see that as a connection. What else is... So that's literally just being set up. Gondola line to NeoBurgh. Again. Wait, the gondola line. Ah, okay, yeah. That's fine. Why is this going this direction? Why is it taking coal and ore that way? Oh, straight down to there. I see. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. How have we just spent... How have we lost 800 and something? That must be off the back of our investment that we made last year. There's no way that it's... current. Right. What else? Ooh! Oh, I got excited then. I was about to say, you know what's not here? The circular line, but then we just weren't up far enough. But it'll take time for those to start to make money. This one, I don't think we need the boxcar to go through there. Not as much. The only reason we had the tank car was actually to bring through crude oil from here. Which, to be fair, it still might be doing. Despite not seeing it there. This is definitely sending crude oil. Got a bit of a blockage down here. Might partly be this stone line that's waiting for 3 minutes. There we go. All that crude oil is going on there from this one. So, how are these doing? It looks like it's taking it this way, a lot of it. Did we put a gondola line on there? No, we didn't. That's fine. At least this should open up a lot more consumers, like Southwold and things, for this line, possibly. I mean, that being said, it's not got any flat car with side stakes going down that way. Okay. Fine, let's take a look here. This one is going to take a little bit of time before that's making money, so I'm not too worried about it. To be fair, this line is starting to make a bit more money. So hopefully we've cracked it. Hopefully we've done sorted the trick out. This is bringing through crude oil to here. Only about 20, but it made a decent amount of money. There's crude oil on this line. Let's go through that way. I'm not too sure why, because there isn't a place for that to go. So supplies wise, this is probably going to shake things up a fair bit. But hopefully it will start to make a lot more sense. That's really busy. Where's it getting its coal from? Wow, super busy. It's coming from over here, isn't it? We could probably do like a cut through. It would probably save a lot of time on that line, because it's having to go all the way around. It's not necessarily making a decent amount of money, but what size gondola train do we have running here? Just a 6. And yet it's getting a fair amount of stuff coming through. This one's got some grain on it. I don't know why. Ah, it's probably coming through from these lines, isn't it? Yeah, it's trying to send it up that way. That's not necessarily what we intended that for. Whether we sort of reduce that down, stop it from going that way or not, I don't know. Let's just keep an eye on things at the moment. So this one's doing better. This one still taking a little bit of time to make some money. It's sending to Hailsham and Burgh Marsh. Interesting. And also NeoBurgh. Going everywhere. Right, what else can we do to reduce down the costs? This line in Alford is not making as much money as it was. In fact, that Alford line has bricks. Goods. I don't think it needs a tank car. Where is it? It's going through that way. Ah, of course, Alford. Down here. Is this actually taking any... No, it's not sending anything back. So yeah, I don't think that's necessarily needed. Oh my giddy aunt, look at all this. Is this all because this is the only way across, or is it because it's dropping off stuff there? Maybe we need to upgrade this to have bus lanes and then do it here rather than there. So if we take that line and instead of doing it there, we just do it there instead. That might be better. In fact, if we had another way through here, it may also help. Something like this. Then that line can go off that way. Do we have anything come through here? Yeah, we do. Some of these other lines might be able to come back through that way. That may help. Because this is just so busy. Right, let's just review this again. So we're actually not losing quite as much. This is losing a little bit of money, mostly because it's not actually sending. These ones aren't sending stuff. It's only sending 50 there, 50 there, 100 there, and 90 there. So we need more oil refineries connected up. In order to make use of those. Oh wow, this one's actually going down. That's not good. So we're sending 200 from there. 197 from there. 96 from here. No wonder it's not coming through if it's all relying on these lines annoyingly. Right, so the ones going this direction are making a little bit more money. Not as much. So it's sending stuff out that way. Just drips and drabs of things. Oh, we are losing a fair bit of money. Okay, well, if this one's not making money, we can just get rid of one of these trains. We don't need one of them. That's absolutely fine. That should then lose us less money. This line down here, again, these need to be coming through but aren't. And that's mostly because this line's pretty busy. So maybe we put another train on that one. It's a lot longer than we originally intended, coming down to here now as well. So I think, yeah, we'll put another one on there. And then that should bring this stuff into the main line a little bit more. That should hopefully give the one down to Ilkeston a little bit more stuff to bring through. We're not bringing through goods and what have you, which is a bit frustrating. I bet we have loads waiting here. And this hasn't gone through here. It's going to there. Why is it going to there? Why have you not gone to this train stop? That's frustrating. That might be unavoidable, annoyingly. Possibly because we made changes to the line down here or something is playing up. It's taking grain back. Didn't it just bring through like 2 grain? Okay. Right, this yellow line has a lot of crude oil to take. So hopefully that goes through. Annoyingly, we've gotten rid of some of the crude oil. Some of the tank cars that were going that way. may be safer to send it the other direction. So if we send it up here to then go through on this line, that may be able to take a little bit more just because it's a shorter connection. These do make a little bit of money when they go through, but not enough. These are kind of all over the place, and it's currently taking 6. Oh, it's coming back, that'd be why. But then it's following another one of the trains. There's nothing for it to pick up, so it's going to be empty, which we don't want. So if this is going to leave this station empty, quite frankly, we don't want it running. Yeah, it hasn't really picked up anything, has it? So we should probably sell it. These circular lines are killing me. Financially, they're just really struggling. It's quite frustrating actually, because it should be doing well. And we've got a lot more stuff here to take through at least. So hopefully these are full. These have a lot of bricks to take. So hopefully that makes a decent amount. Oh, we're down to our last 24 million. Why is this going clean through? No, what are you doing? Ah. What this means is that they've run all the way around the entire map and not done anything for a few years. Oof. That's not going to be helping us out. Don't know why this is stopping here. It's got nothing to pick up. Mind you, it might drop off some goods. Oh no. Maybe food? How's this line been doing? It's not actually taken anything yet. Probably because we haven't had crude oil come up this way. Which is frustrating. Maybe we need to deliver the coal and ore down here rather than to the other stops nearby. No, turn back. Never mind. So this line's starting to make a decent amount of money. Slowly but surely. And we're in debt to the tune of 28 million. Although it's coming back a little bit. 17. We're going to probably bounce in and out of having and not having money. Hopefully this is going to drop off a whole load of crude oil and make us some money. Not as much as I'd like. We really need this to start taking off a little bit. It's mostly taking oil the other way, crude oil the other way. Again, this doesn't have crude oil, so we could make a saving by splitting out the different lines so that only stuff that needs to stop there stops. Oh wow, there's a fair few bricks there for this one to pick up. So hopefully that helped a little bit with all that going through that way. Weirdly, we're just not getting the goods up here for Ilkeston. Perhaps we shouldn't have taken out that harbour quite so quickly. We're getting a lot of stone, coal and ore through here though. Hopefully these are making a lot more money. They are. That being said, we're not sending goods back that way. Because this line isn't really taking them. It's not taking the crude oil either. Let's, while we've got a little bit of money, put another one on. Not enough money. That's a bit of a pain. What could we afford? We could maybe afford some of these. Maybe if we run it down into the mediocre a little bit more, because it doesn't have to go up and down hills too much. Let's try it. See how that does, because we've got a lot of crude oil there to bring through. It's just not coming through, annoyingly. However, on this side, things look very busy. It's doing quite well for itself. There's quite a few bricks as well. So we could probably do with another, or a bigger, flat car side stake train. To go out this way. Got a lot of food here. A little bit of grain as well. But no, a lot of food. But annoyingly, it doesn't want to go the other direction. This should at least bring things through for these cities. Even if it's not quite as much as we'd like. Well, we have stuff here for these to pick up. They're just not quite yet. Maybe we just need to set up a line that goes between these. These are almost too successful. There's a lot of crude here. Needs to go up this way. This train is struggling up that hill. This is weird. They're both going into the same station at the same time. Apparently it's getting some 125 steel sent over from this one, which is pretty nuts. I don't understand how these just aren't making money if they're sending stuff across the map. They should be. Again, we're having problems with stuff for Ilkeston not coming through. Potentially what we could do is reconnect in the yellow line here. And then if it can drop off at this point and then it be taken up to here. But then again, it should be coming through from here. Yeah, it looks like we've got stuff here that needs to go through. It's just not. Which is a bit annoying, really, because ultimately he's working fairly well. It's the circular lines that are letting down. I guess everything's probably taken quite a slump from not getting its transport through as well. So what's this one? Southwold. Oh really, this one started to lose money as well. That's annoying. Guessing it's all going out this way. Instead. So those lines that were already quite profitable are not as much anymore. Interesting. I don't know what we can do to... I mean, this has quite a lot of stuff on it. It's just made a little bit of money. It's just not really making what it used to. Maybe it's got something to do with these not getting their supplies through as much. Yeah, it's being sent from elsewhere. Which obviously needs these interlinking connection lines to work properly. And they're not. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, this for example, we've got a boxcar picking up from here, and there's nothing that a boxcar would be able to pick up or drop off. So that's kind of quite wasteful in its own right. So maybe what we need to do is set up lines around these stations and use the through lines for what they should be used for. Because, for example, up here, I mean, nothing but the gondola line should really be stopping. I know we've got some crude oil there somehow. Don't really know how. But yeah, just the gondola line should be stopping there because we've only got gondola stuff being dropped off. Currently, at least. Over here, boxcar, tank car, gondola car, but there isn't really a need for... Oh, no, there is a need for flat car side stake because they need to drop off this one. So we do need it to stop there. This one I don't think even has anything connected in just yet. It's still early days for that one. Over here, again, only really gondola is needed. Over here, gondola, tank car. That's all that's needed there. So I think what we'll try in the next episode is to go through and replace out these lines so that they're a little bit more efficient, so that they're only stopping at stops that they need to stop at, if that makes sense. So I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.